5 essential foods to combat vitamin D deficiency. Introduction. Understanding vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is one of the most crucial nutrients for overall health. It supports bone density, immune function, mood regulation, and even cell growth. Despite its importance, vitamin D deficiency affects more than 1 billion people globally, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. This widespread deficiency stems from a combination of factors: limited sun exposure, poor diet, and lifestyle changes that keep people indoors. When vitamin D levels are low, the body struggles to absorb calcium and phosphorus, leading to bone softening, fatigue, muscle weakness, and a higher risk of chronic diseases such as osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, and autoimmune disorders. While sunlight remains the most natural source of vitamin D, it isn't always enough, especially in winter months or for people living in regions with limited sunlight. That's why it's essential to include vitamin D-rich foods in your diet. In this article, we'll explore 5 of the most powerful foods that can help you fight vitamin D deficiency and maintain optimal health. 1. Fatty fish, the powerhouse of vitamin D. When it comes to dietary sources of vitamin D, fatty fish top the list. These cold water fish not only provide generous amounts of vitamin D, but also offer high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that are vital for brain function and cardiovascular health. Best fatty fish for vitamin D. Salmon. A 100-gram serving of wild-caught salmon contains about 500 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, which covers most of the daily recommended intake. Farmed salmon may have lower levels, around 250 IU, but still remains beneficial. Mackerel. This oily fish provides around 360 IU per 100 grams, making it a reliable source of vitamin D. Tuna. Fresh or canned tuna offers 268 IU per 100 grams. However, moderation is key due to mercury content. Sardines. Packed with nutrients, 2 small sardines can supply around 40 IU of vitamin D, along with calcium and phosphorus. Herring. A traditional staple in Scandinavian diets, herring provides up to 680 IU per 100 grams when fresh. Why fatty fish matters. Vitamin D in fatty fish exists in the form of vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, which is more effective at raising blood vitamin D levels than the D2 form found in plants. Additionally, the omega-3 fats in these fish help reduce inflammation and improve heart and brain health, amplifying their nutritional value. Cooking tips. Grill or bake salmon. Fillets with lemon and herbs for a quick vitamin D-packed meal. Add canned sardines to salads or toast for a protein-rich snack. Make tuna or mackerel sandwiches with whole grain bread and avocado for added nutrition. 2. Fortified foods, a modern solution to nutrient deficiency. Because few foods naturally contain vitamin D, many countries have adopted food fortification programs to help populations maintain adequate levels. Fortified foods have become one of the easiest and most accessible ways to fight deficiency, especially for vegetarians or those who don't consume fish. Common fortified foods. Fortified milk. Cow's milk in many countries is enriched with 100 IU of vitamin D per cup. Fortified plant-based milks, almond, soy, oat, and rice milk often contain similar or higher amounts of vitamin D than dairy milk. Fortified breakfast cereals. Some cereals provide up to 200 IU per serving, depending on the brand. Fortified orange juice offers a tangy, refreshing way to get about 100 IU per 8-ounce serving. Fortified yogurt and margarine. These products vary, but typically contain 40,120 IU per serving. Why fortified foods work? Fortified foods are designed to bridge the nutritional gap in modern diets. Since they are consumed daily by millions, even small amounts of added vitamin D can have a significant impact at the population level. How to choose the right fortified food. Always read nutrition labels carefully. Some products claim to be fortified, but offer negligible amounts of vitamin D. Opt for those that contain at least 10 to 20% of the daily recommended value per serving. Pair fortified foods with healthy fats, as vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it's best absorbed when consumed with fat. 3. Egg yolks. Small but mighty sources of vitamin D. Eggs are among the most versatile foods on the planet, and their yolks are particularly rich in nutrients, including vitamin D. One large egg typically provides 37 IU of vitamin D, mostly concentrated in the yolk. While this may seem modest, eggs are easy to incorporate into meals, and their nutritional diversity makes them indispensable. Nutritional benefits. Beyond vitamin D. Protein. High-quality complete protein that supports muscle repair. Vitamin B12 and choline, essential for brain health and metabolism. Healthy fats. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats aid in vitamin absorption. The difference between regular and pasture-raised eggs. Pasture-raised or free-range hens exposed to sunlight and a natural diet produce eggs with up to 3 to 4 times more vitamin D than conventional ones. A single egg from a pasture-raised hen can contain 100 to 150 IU of vitamin D. How to enjoy eggs. Make a vegetable omelette with spinach, tomatoes, and mushrooms. Prepare poached eggs on whole grain toast for a nutrient-dense breakfast. Use eggs in baked goods like quiches or frittatas for added protein and flavor. 4. Mushrooms, the plant-based source of vitamin D. For vegetarians and vegans, mushrooms are a valuable natural source of vitamin D, particularly vitamin D2, ergocalciferol. While D2 is slightly less potent than D3, it still contributes significantly to maintaining adequate vitamin D levels. How mushrooms produce vitamin D. Just like human skin, mushrooms synthesize vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet, UV light. Wild mushrooms that grow under sunlight contain higher vitamin D levels compared to those grown indoors. Some commercial producers now expose mushrooms to UV light to boost their vitamin D content. Vitamin D content of mushrooms. Maitake mushrooms, up to 1,000 IU per 100 grams. Morel mushrooms, about 200 IU per 100 grams. UV-exposed portobello mushrooms, around 400-600 IU per serving. Cooking tips. Sauté mushrooms with olive oil and garlic as a delicious side dish. Add them to pasta, soups, or stir-fries for flavor and nutrition. For vegans, blend UV-exposed mushrooms into smoothies or soups to enhance vitamin D intake naturally. 5. Cod liver oil. The traditional super supplement of cod liver oil is an ancient remedy with a long history of use in preventing rickets, a bone disease caused by vitamin D deficiency. Just 1 teaspoon of cod liver oil contains 450 IU to 1000 IU of vitamin D, depending on the brand and formulation. It's also rich in vitamin A and omega-3 fatty acids, making it a potent supplement for overall health. Benefits of cod liver oil: strengthens bones, combines vitamin D with vitamin A for bone growth and calcium absorption, boosts immunity, helps regulate immune cell activity, improves mood. Studies suggest that vitamin D and omega-3s may alleviate symptoms of depression, supports heart and brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids aid cognitive function and cardiovascular wellness. How to take cod liver oil. You can take it as a liquid supplement or soft gel capsule. The liquid form is usually more potent but has a strong, fishy flavor. Always follow the dosage recommended on the label, as excessive intake can lead to vitamin A toxicity. Understanding the role of sunlight. While food sources are vital, sunlight remains the most efficient way to produce vitamin D. The skin synthesizes vitamin D3 when exposed to UVB rays, and just 10–30 minutes of midday sun exposure a few times per week can meet most people's needs. However, factors like geographic location, season, skin tone, sunscreen use, and clothing can all affect how much vitamin D your body makes. For example, people living above 37-degree latitude receive less UVB radiation, especially in winter. Darker-skinned individuals produce vitamin D less efficiently due to higher melanin levels. Older adults have thinner skin that synthesizes vitamin D less effectively. Therefore, it's often recommended to combine moderate sun exposure with vitamin D-rich foods for optimal levels year-round. Recommended daily intake of vitamin D. The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin D varies by age and health status. Infants, 0 to 12 months, 400 IU day. Children, 1 to 18 years, 600 IU day. Adults, 19 to 70 years, 600 IU day. Adults over 70, 800 IU day. Pregnant and breastfeeding women, 600 IU day. People at risk of deficiency, such as those with limited sun exposure, darker skin, or obesity, may need higher doses, as advised by healthcare professionals. Symptoms and risks of vitamin D deficiency. Recognizing the signs of vitamin D deficiency can help you take preventive measures early. Common symptoms include fatigue and weakness, bone and joint pain, frequent infections, low mood or depression, hair loss. If left untreated, long-term deficiency can contribute to osteoporosis and fractures, rickets in children, autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular issues, reduced muscle function in older adults. Blood tests measuring serum 25-hydroxyvitamin D levels can confirm deficiency. Levels below 20 L 50 nmol indicate deficiency, while optimal levels are typically 30 to 60 ml, 75, 150 ml. Combining diet, lifestyle, and supplements, relying solely on one source of vitamin D, whether sun, food, or supplements, is rarely enough for everyone. The key is balance and consistency. Eat vitamin D-rich foods regularly: fish, eggs, fortified foods, mushrooms. Spend short periods in sunlight when possible. Consider supplementation during winter, or if blood tests show low levels. Pair vitamin D with calcium, found in dairy, leafy greens, tofu, for stronger bones. Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Exercise and avoid smoking or excessive alcohol, which can weaken bones. Conclusion: a holistic approach to vitamin D. Health vitamin D deficiency is a silent epidemic that affects millions, yet it's entirely preventable through smart nutrition and lifestyle choices. The 5 essential foods: fatty fish, fortified foods, egg yolks, mushrooms, and cod liver oil, provide a powerful foundation for maintaining adequate vitamin D levels year-round. Whether you're a meat eater, vegetarian, or vegan, there's always a natural and accessible way to boost your intake. By making these foods part of your regular diet, spending time in sunlight, and seeking medical advice when needed, you can protect your bones, strengthen your immune system, and promote long-term wellness.